What's up, guys, and welcome back to Double Table Podcast. We're here, very special guest today. I feel like every week we say it's a special guest, but it's like
Because they're all our guests are special,
it's just,
bro.
yeah,
No bullshit.
honestly,
We grew up with him, so
yeah.
this
It's
is part two.
that's
Part
true.
two.
Yeah, exactly. I think is it our first repeat guest? No, Caesar was our. Oh, actually, no. This is coming out, so it's,
Yeah,
it's
Igor,
for sure the
definitely.
first repeated guest.
Yeah,
So
Let's go.
so everybody give a round of applause for Igor right now. Studio audience. So Igor, what's up, bro? What have you been up to since our last time that we did our episode?
Bro, you know, working on music and just brainstorming. And I got the album coming out, so
Yes,
You
go.
wanna talk about what us?
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, right? The album that you got coming out, what's the name of it?
the name of it is Miami 2019.
And what was like what made you like pick that name for it? It's just the vibe of it, or
Yeah, I think definitely the theme of it, like, it's very Miami 2019. So it has nothing to do with COVID, but it's just because COVID hit us on 2020, really. You know, it has more to do with my first year back in Miami and how I experienced Miami from a different lens than when I used to like live in it.
right?
And yeah, bro, it's been like a year and a half probably since I started like putting it together. And it's crazy because in my head I was gonna drop in March, bro.
Oh, yeah?
We're in August.
Like what made you like start it out? Like, you think it wasn't ready by then, or?
So at first I didn't have clarity
Okay.
on on what was it gonna be, how many songs, all of that. And like what I do is I always have like songs stacked up,
Okay.
and then we kind of like try and put them together. But basically, it has to do with the nucleus being done, and then all the content around it. That whenever I finish something, or whenever I kept on writing down like ideas for it, I realized, oh, like this shit is far from ready.
Right.
So you would scratch a song and
Songs. There's songs that were gonna be in it that are not in it. Songs that just like I created like during the process.
right.
And every time I thought that, oh, that was it, I'm not gonna add anything else, I still added it. Like the album started by like 8 songs and it's at 14 now. It's
Okay.
14 with an interlude
Nice.
Do you think there's like a
and
like
a bonus track.
do you think there's like a specific number that you try to go for, like when you make an album or a project?
Track amount
Yeah, like,
wise.
yeah. Like, do you think that do you think it's like dependent on the project, or is like
I think it definitely depends on the project, but to me a perfect amount is like 8.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
shorter.
Yeah.
I don't like them long.
Yeah, me neither. I love those short albums, bro. You can like actually dive into the actual music.
Right.
Yeah. I think like those artists do that though, like really more for the
The streaming
the
numbers.
streaming numbers. Yeah,
Right.
I've heard that a
100.
lot.
And the
yeah.
featurings too.
Yeah.
A bunch of featurings.
exactly,
So
Yeah, so this one I'm going about it differently in that aspect because it's a little bit more than 8. It's almost I think it's double,
Almost double, yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, it works. It works in the aspect that say you release that, and now I have like content that's gonna back up all of that.
Right.
So I'm not
Right.
just dropping like 16 songs, and then you dive into that. Nah, like I'm gonna give you the time, and eventually with content
Yeah.
highlight every single one of them, and that's a whole process. So I'm seeing how it's gonna turn out after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
of course you gotta I don't have full clarity of how it's gonna turn out. I can only see until the due date, until the release date, because then after that, yeah, I have like the first plan, which is I guess dropping a video maybe the same day or 2 days later, but then I count with the feedback and the information that I get to decide when to drop the next one and whatnot. Because if it's popping for 2 weeks, I'm not about to throw another video.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
True.
saying?
Right,
Cut
right.
it out.
So when do you have it planned officially? This upcoming this month, August or
September
September?
2nd.
okay?
So
yeah, that should be around the same time that we're dropping this.
yeah.
We're dropping this first week of September.
September
Oh, okay.
2nd, bro. Virgo season. I don't know exactly when it starts.
Let's go.
I know it starts in August.
I
like
30th,
mid
I think.
30th.
I think
Or
30th.
29th, I think.
Cause I'm
Yeah, I
a,
think
my birthday's on 30th, and I'm a Virgo.
Damn.
Hey.
You just
So
made
let's
it.
go.
Virgo
by,
season,
by the
bro.
brink.
Nah, you know, bro. As I was saying, like the track list changed a lot, but the date has also changed a whole lot, bro. A lot.
But that's good though. Like at least this one you take your time and
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you just get desperate, bro, because when you got something that you made a long time ago,
Yeah.
you're like, bro, I can't wait for this to come out already. Like I have
Yeah.
other songs, you know. But
and I'm pretty sure like a bunch of fans and everybody's like, yo, when you gonna release music and stuff and
yeah, yes and no, cause I mean, for now I feel like I'm not gonna drop anything else till then,
Mhm.
cause now I know when I'm gonna drop. But before, when I was kind of like just seeing what's up, I was dropping like singles and collabs
Right.
and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like I don't give it like super full energy just because like they're kind of like, I call it the appetizer.
right.
Yeah.
You guys sent us some snippets, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check them
Facts,
out.
yeah, true. How many songs didn't make the cut? Like how many songs did you have that like you want to include the album, but you just felt like
I took about 3 songs off, but that's because either my friends, for example, I have this guy named Julio. I am Caesar, and
Shout out to the Julio.
that's my best friend. Oh yeah, you
I
guys,
think-
yeah.
you guys gotta know him, tall ass dude.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of songs together, bro. A lot
Yeah.
of songs together. And at first we were gonna do one called Gitana, which is like, it's like a reggaeton, but it has like a Spanish guitar twist to it.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we loved that song, but he just wasn't satisfied. In his opinion, it didn't match the album aesthetic or
Right.
or sound, and so he switched it for another one que se llama Mariachi.
Yeah.
Alright.
And so Gitana, like I remember we worked it out until we had a final version, and then we were like, nah,
Scratch.
yeah, scratch. And there was another one called Alilo, which was a very rap song, like very like
Like
Fast
rap
paced.
heavy.
yeah, but more like boom bap. Like it's more like a basic rap song. But I took that off the project because another thing was proposed to me, which was releasing it through a NFT platform.
Mm.
And that didn't happen. That didn't end up happening. But
And Julio like raps or he's like producer in the back.
Julio is rapping.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
rapping.
shit,
He's
okay.
rapping. He should be rapping more.
Bro,
He
there-
raps on the low.
bro,
Oh,
there-
okay.
There was a song that you guys did on your last project together that was like, it was fire as fuck. I forgot what the name of the.
It's called L.A.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah.
good, bro.
I'm like, yo, like that was a really good.
He doesn't want to rap, or he just doesn't want like.
He wants to be behind the scene.
Oh,
Kind
okay,
of.
okay.
He's like a little
Alright.
baby.
Alright.
Yeah, and
That's
it's fire, dog, because the way I see it
Uh-huh.
is he's kind of like not trying to be in the light, but he's trying to use whatever, like his knowledge and energy or whatever
help out?
towards me.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the type of right people you keep around you, bro.
Yeah, no,
You know?
definitely. And especially you have this good chemistry between you guys. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep going, bro.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, the reason why the date kept on being pushed back and all that is because me being desperate, I was like, yo, I want it out, I don't care. And then I have people that are like, bro, don't rush it. Like, there's not
Yeah.
you don't have to rush it. You don't have to put it out. Like, it doesn't matter.
Bro, let me ask you, because, for example, we listened to a bit of the tape, right? And so you start off first with like es como un electro, like it's like a little like the first song
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Bro.
What made you decide to go that route?
So I don't even know how to describe that genre.
No, it's like I know what you mean. It's like a
Like a dance EDM.
yeah, it's like a dance
Yeah.
like
And a lot of people's doing that now.
Moda,
yeah,
Moda?
everybody's
Yeah,
doing it right
bro,
now.
Like I
Jiggle
heard
this.
someone yesterday, but yeah, like basically a lot of people's doing right now. But that it's just a beat that the producer Rico
Mhm.
played for me, and I liked it. I really liked it, and it was that like he sends me kind of like a small structure of what it could be, But what I did with that song is that I left it just how he sent it to me. Like the first draft, I loved like how it was. It's pretty
Right.
short.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an intro. But yeah, you know, my most successful song is Yolo Set from the other album.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people ask me for that sound because it feels like I did that song and then all I did was rap and do like boom bap and different stuff. And yeah, like people like that, but then I feel like the more mainstream people, they kind of expect dance music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gave it to.
I also think that like it's like when you rap on like a dance beat, like it just sounds like good like off the rip.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know. It's something about like that mix of like the dance beat with like just rapping on it.
It's just I don't know. I guess it's like a good hype. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because that's
For
like
sure.
that's kind of what I feel like when I listen to like Moda and shit like that. When they have like that like the beat that you and C's put me onto.
Oh,
Like
Colorado.
that, yeah, like
Mm.
you know, like that that sound, like the EDM sound,
Mhm.
but mixed with the rap. I don't know. Lately, I've been liking it a lot just because I don't. It's just like such a
Different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like an energy that
yeah, hell
the
yeah,
song
yeah,
gives
yeah.
you.
Yeah, for sure. That song, bro, is super interesting because me not trying to like spoil it. I have performed it, but I have people clap. I have
Okay.
people
Oh, okay.
give me the tempo and the claps, and it's super short. So I tell them like, "Yo, keep it up," cause you guys are like collaborating with me in this song
Right,
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, and at first I started with like, pra, 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 aquella noche no paraba de llover.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like that's too monotonous.
Mhm.
And then maybe if it's gonna be monotonous, then I don't want people to get bored at some
Okay.
point, even though the song is short. So now I have them go like this, aquella noche no paraba de llover.
Yo.
Shit,
That's
okay.
quicker. That's like
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
And that interesting. Yeah, I like that song.
Damn, that's pretty smart though. Like you get the fans,
The yeah, like
the
the
audience,
fans
yeah.
interacting with you.
It's a good one. It's a good
yeah.
one. I like it. I feel like if I were to like implement instruments, I would have to get like a drum player that's on point, bro. Because
Yeah.
that shit is like tu-tra.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Bro, how would you describe like your sound as an artist? Because I would say, or not even your sound, but your strength as an artist. Because for example, Misa, as someone who's listened to your last project and then now this one, bro, I feel like you're one of the best like lyricists like that I've heard, bro.
For
It's
sure.
like how you just like what you talk about and like your cadence and all that stuff. I feel like it's like, bro, it's top tier. What do you think is your strength as a
my strength. Yeah, no, definitely my strength is I think I'm a writer. Like when
Right.
when people ask me like, what do you do or whatever, I was like, yo, I'm a writer, and then I turn them into music. But I'm definitely a writer. Like I'm going to school for mass communications journalism, and it's writing is the base of everything
right?
that I pretty much do. And then I try to adapt it. A lot of times it's about informing, so you don't want to overthink the writing either, you know.
Yeah, keep it simple.
I heard a term from JC that's dumbing down, but in reality it's not really dumbing down, it's making it easy to digest,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and therefore relate.
Yeah.
To
You
the
know.
audience, yeah.
A lot of times you lose people trying to show skill.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, for example, I'll give you an example of this because, for example, I'm a writer. Like I do copywriting, which is like it's writing for advertising, right?
Yeah, that's
So
fire.
yeah, so pretty much, yeah, I got a mass comm in journalism degree also, and it's like they always say the same thing. It's like when you try to sound like you're like super like fancy or eloquent or whatever, you lose a lot of people because it's like you're not talking how people like you're not writing how people talk,
yeah,
and that's like the main thing is like you gotta write how people talk because if not, you're gonna lose them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
bro.
just basically keep that attention.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
It's like you gotta talk to people like you normally talk.
Exactly.
If you're like super like butt kissing about it, it's you gonna lose them.
yeah.
Alright.
Bro, another track I wanted to talk to you about was I believe it's out as a single, but La Clave, because that's one of the songs that I feel like most shows like that skill, with like the influences of like the Latin like beats.
For sure.
So-
La Clave. I really like La Clave, and I put it out a long time, probably like about a year ago, bro.
Yeah,
About a year ago. But there's that thing. I'm gonna get back to La Clave.
yeah.
But the single releases coming out first, they work because on paper, all the streams that you got for that song are automatically gonna appear. There's a code on the distributor or whatever that you can adapt, and they automatically are gonna appear in the album. So the album is gonna debut with whatever streams like Lave has or all
Before.
the other songs that came out before.
Right.
It was only like 3 songs came out before. But
That's what like all these major artists do is that they release the songs first as a single to
Yep.
get
Yeah,
those
yeah.
streams.
and then you get those streams. And so, for example, on Bad Bunny's, I forgot the name of the album, el que tiene Booker T.
El
And
último tour del
Daggity.
mundo.
Ultimate Tour.
Yeah, that
Oh.
album, he dropped Daggity, and then
That
the album
became
dropped.
the biggest
Right.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
wh-
then
when the album dropped, it was already,
So pretty much dropped.
Everyone does that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
Yeah.
much dropped
yeah, it's just,
the hit, like the biggest hit first.
yeah.
Right.
or like you feel like they dropped a single and then they see it does so well, they just add it to the album so people will go listen to it.
That's
to the
also
album.
smart.
Yeah.
So my friends told me that a lot. That if it, like dropping singles are like canas. How do you
Yeah.
call that?
Yeah,
Like
bait,
bait,
like,
like
yeah.
bait.
It's
Mhm.
like bait, and then if people is biting it and you're getting them hooked up, then that's what you need to focus on.
Right.
Like pursue that same
Yeah,
type of
For sure. And I'm doing something like that for my album.
Igor, my fault. Let me just ask you a quick question. What do you think is the new wave like right now for like Spanish? It's like the electronic, the EDM, the dance music.
There's definitely a fusion happening.
You think it's a new wave, like different trend now, trending like towards like how Bad Bunny does it, like La Barón, and he.
Definitely. I mean, not everybody can do it. Not everybody like super likes it. But
Right.
Bunny's just super autonomous.
Versatile.
yeah.
Yeah, he just does. He be on some different shit. But honestly, what I have noticed is growth in different areas of the urban genre, right? Because for a second there, at least for Latinos, it was only really like Puerto Ricans, being big.
Yeah, only reggaeton.
Yeah, and the thing about Puerto Ricans is that they're actually part of the United States, so they have that advantage
Right.
over the rest of Latin America. You know what I'm saying? And with everything change and expansion and the internet and all of that, I feel like it has gotten to different areas of the world where now Puerto Ricans gotta like go on top in. You feel me? Because there's a bunch of like rappers in Argentina, for example.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they have a mad movement going on.
Bro, it's
But they don't
crazy.
even need to get out of Argentina because
No.
Argentina is so huge.
Yeah.
So what's smart for you to do as an artist? Go over there and try to
Record
connect
them.
over there. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because that's a market. That's a whole market right there.
I feel like artists are getting on that now because like you said, like for example in Argentina right now you have like Casu, you have what's it
Quevedo, the new one. The
Quevedo is
Bizarrap.
from Spain.
Is
Yeah.
from Spain?
well
Yeah.
Bizarrap.
But still.
Bizarrap is one of the people that have
Argentinian?
like made that like he's Argentinian but he's
Mhm.
put on Argentinian like
He's
rappers.
put on
Artist-
everybody.
Every- and it's
Argentinian.
like-
Nati Peluso's first song that I heard was a Bizarrap session. Same with
Did he blow up doing those videos?
Yeah, so he would do
Local
collaborations with like people and then
Uh-huh.
drop them as collaborations on YouTube.
That's so smart, bro. Like,
No, he killed it.
Yeah.
It's a whole wave. Everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
All producers should really do that, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like just get like whoever you can grab from your
Yeah.
community. Shout out Red Mask. Is the only producer that I know that's doing that right now.
What's
Uh,
his
he's in
name?
Miami.
Red Mask.
Red Mask?
He's from Hialeah.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
okay.
And bro, this guy
Bless you.
produces rappers. He
Thank you.
raps, but he's super good and he does sessions.
Oh, okay.
He's got Red Mask sessions, and
He's Spanish.
he's Cuban.
He's Cuban.
Cuban,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, for
Okay.
sure.
But like this guy's, he's got all types of beats, everything. He's a really good producer. But yeah, I feel like that's a great strategy,
Mm.
and of course you want to make money and shit like that. But I think that I feel like the exchange of exposure and the collaboration in platforms, it represents money later on. But back to La Clave.
Mhm.
Esa canción it's super interesting because a random person that I do not know sent it to me. Yeah,
Like the beat,
song or the
the
beat?
beat. Like if you put that person in front of me,
You don't
his
know
name
who
is
it is?
Nigel.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you put him in front of me,
Like you couldn't tell.
I don't know. I never seen a picture, never seen him, anything. It was through a friend. My friend like showed him my music, and he was like, "Oh, he's Cuban," and he was making some, I guess, Cuba inspired music. He sent me 2 tracks. Sent me the track for La Clave and the track for Cógela, which is the
Yeah.
last song of the album. And it was just crazy because like when I tried to like ask him for stems and stuff to maybe change the structure if I wanted to or not, he didn't have them. So I had to go with with exactly what he
Yeah.
had, you know, and I loved it because he
Yeah.
literally switches it from the trumpets or whatever to the air instruments to ta, blah,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. That's crazy, bro. When I do that live, I love it.
So you can't hit him. You can't hit him back up. Like if you release, like
Like
you
now
let
you
them
let's
know.
connect.
Damn,
Nah, yeah.
ghost.
I have like the last time I hit him up, I was asking for his full name, email, and all that,
Yeah.
so I can give him credit.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's dope. I feel like that's pretty cool. Like, that's why we were talking about it on the Kai episode. How like there's so much more accessibility now that now you can just have like anyone send you like a random beat and then like it doesn't have to be a well certified producer or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It could just be someone in their crib,
Just as
you know,
talented.
making it in
Yeah.
the room and shit.
yeah,
like
bro.
that.
Everything that with everything. It could be just somebody from the crib. There's a lot of people doing crazy shit, bro.
On
off of,
TikToks,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
I know a
crazy.
bunch of people like you see on the comments and you see like big time artists. Yo, send me that. Oh, I
I
like
mean,
that.
Alliance says it all the time. How Fairchild found.
Alejo.
Yeah.
So Alejo was making he was just he did a video just in the process of making Pantecito with his boys, and they were just going crazy. You know how like
Pantecito.
yeah. so you know like so it was just them in the studio just going crazy listening to it, whatever. And then Fedcho, he's like, yo, they look like they're having a lot of fun. Like I just want to work with you guys.
And he just
that boy Fade, bro.
Like it's
If
what I
Bad
was,
Bunny didn't exist,
bro.
that
He's
would be
huge,
the best
bro.
one right now.
For
Yo,
real?
yeah.
yo,
he's big.
I honestly,
I gotta tap in.
I was telling them, I was like, yo, like, it's crazy because people are coming out of like, it's like how you said, like, you don't have to make it out of your country now to be big.
Yeah.
Now he did because he collaborated with people, but it's like he blew up in his like he was able to blow up in his place before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so where he he can still make money in his own country without having to need like the
Facts.
universal like
Yeah.
True.
Like, I mean, I think it's because Spanish music too is on the rise, bro. Like we're getting so many new artists from
love it,
just
bro.
yeah. But the reason why I feel like we haven't hit the potential yet is because like I mean you kind of see a little bit with Bad Bunny because now you start to see like English people like actually kind of
Collab
like
with him.
they don't know what he's saying, but like they
Yeah.
like what like the rhythm and like the sound and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, in my opinion, that's why like we haven't hit the potential yet. Because like the minute we start getting like more artists doing that, like Maluma's kind of on the same tip. Like I see a lot of like English people like liking his appeal and stuff like that. I mean, I know he's not really reggaeton, but he's more.
he's more commercial.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Pop.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all
Pop.
I'm saying.
But I mean, Spanish music in general, like I mean, whatever it is, I'm gonna support. Like not just reggaeton because I love reggaeton, but
Trap.
yeah, in fact. Like, but I feel
Salsa.
like
Even the more alternative, because now there's more like alternative like there's like Spanish rock. There's like
Yes.
it's becoming more popular. too.
exactly.
Bizarre
yeah.
Raps. I don't think Bizarre Raps is like.
He did, bro. He makes beats on whatever to be, because he did like the super heavy trap with
Right.
Eladio and Anuel,
Yeah,
and then he went with like the electronic for Quevedo, for Villano, like
bro.
so it's like
The mix up on the piano, like she's rapping hard, but like if you hear like the beat, it's more like
Bro, he says it.
Yeah.
She goes, "Pateme visa, tirame la vista." Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Bro,
if
it's
this
just-
guy going crazy, the producer is really important. Like,
yeah.
facts.
don't get me wrong.
That's
like,
crazy. They played this song yesterday at the concert. Too.
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
course.
bro. Villano's I think is one of the hardest rappers to like yo.
Holy shit.
You listen to the verses, it's like yo, like this is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
a new. It's a new.
It is a new wave, like you said.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
new wave completely. It's like openness. All this shit is so
I-
modern, bro. It's
But
so
I
modern.
think at one point, Spanish music in general will overpower English music. Just I
I see.
see it taking
It's
over.
just the English barrier. So like it's like such a like it's such a big
It's
thing.
hard, but
Bro,
it's
but-
hard. But
But if you could get people to move, bro,
yes,
that's the only
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. That's why Bad Bunny's such a like a unicorn in it because he's getting like people to move like with his music. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my
But there's like a good wave coming up right now. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like we said, Biano, Young Miko.
Young
she's hard as
Miko,
fuck
yeah,
too.
she's
I
hard,
just
bro.
got put on to Young Miko last night. On
Bro,
my way to
she's
this
so-
show,
yeah.
my boy was like, "Bro,
You got Young Miko's hard as
Yes.
Trap Kitty.
fuck. Right now, yeah. Right now that she has like more like experimental sounds,
Mhm.
but she raps on it too. Like it's super good, bro.
Yeah, I fuck
It's
with her.
crazy.
Heavy.
Like, she's got flows.
It's good to like see like different sounds in the Latino space are getting like more love now. It's not just like if you make reggaeton, okay, but if you make everything else, it's like kind of like
Yeah, man. I mean, there's room to be unique and to be influenced by all the information that you fucking
Facts.
get every day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So talk about all these artists, like who's someone that you look at for like influence, not like trying to.
and it doesn't
Take
have,
sound.
it doesn't have to be anybody huge. It could just
Exactly,
be like yo
like-
somebody that when you listen to them, you're like yo I like their sound. Like,
Yeah, and
it
you
can be
kinda-
small too.
You know, I go by stages, bro. Honestly, and then with doing my music, I'm being like just thinking a lot about it pretty much every day. I put myself in a bubble, and I sometimes I don't listen to anybody. Sometimes I go days where I don't listen to other people.
Nice.
And then days that I play my shuffle, or days that I go and like ask people, yo, send me some shit like that you think would be nice. As of right now, like I really like the last Joey Badass album. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
have heard it, but it's super vibey. I feel like Joey Badass is a good example of a independent artist, rapper, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's independent,
I
right?
think
Has he
so.
always been independent, or was he?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't even know if it's independent.
I think he is though. I feel like he's one of those big
Yeah.
artists that's always
Yeah.
been like that. All right.
It's really good. There's this San Luis rapper. His name is Smino Brown.
Okay.
Okay.
His vibey too. He's really good. Got flows on days. That's two American ones. Let me think about Latino ones. Latino ones by Bunny for sure, bro. Like I don't give a fuck if it's mainstream. He's mainstream for a reason, dog.
Yeah.
Like all these songs are bangers.
Bro,
Yeah.
yesterday is just
His
proves-
concerts, bro.
So yeah, when we're recording this is the weekend of the Miami shows.
Oh, true. Because
Yeah.
I forget. Sorry.
So, but it's like, for example, I don't know if you probably did on yours too, but he was playing also like his old shit too.
yeah.
Like he came out with Vuelve, and like I'm like yo like. You could tell like who was there from his new songs
Yeah.
to, like, because it's like a certain amount of like the crowd was like super high, and then when he went with like his Diles, Vuelve, like, Diles is more like big, but like Vuelve and all of that, you could kind of see people like all
like-
all like the new fans like kind of like died
Like they
down.
just kind of shut up for a little bit. Yeah, bro. That happened in our section. Like we were like the only ones like really singing his old shit. Everybody else was just like,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
you know what I mean?
It's a lot. It's a lot. He provides a lot of content. So.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, bro, you talk about like album lengths. Like his albums will go for like 20 songs almost.
But they're all bangers.
Like,
That's what's crazy.
and you know
about
how
it.
he probably has to cut out a bunch of them too, because it's like
Yeah.
they just don't fit that vibe of like
Mhm.
the album.
Yeah, I mean, these people work different now. I feel like at a certain level, like from the interviews that I've seen and all of that, I think that they literally work on this shit until like the day of. You feel me? Like, but Bunny doesn't really have to promote like shit. Like,
No.
he can just drop tomorrow and.
Well, this is the only album that he promoted.
Mhm.
Like all the other ones, he kind of either dropped it the same day or 5 days before with no promotion on it. And then I think I was listening to the Chente interview actually just literally yesterday, because I just go back to other interviews that I feel like are impactful, and I just like kind of listen to him again. And he was talking about how like I forgot what song it was. I think it was the one with Bukauya, which by the way, Bukauya, I love their sound too. Like they're super like more just like it's like I don't know, man. They just have an energy to them that's like super like vibey. But he's like that song literally got finished like the day before. Like he's like
Busca Boy is the people you were talking about last time.
and they
Um,
sing Andrea.
That who was it? Who was another artist that wanted to drop with them? And then I think Bad Bunny beat them to the punch.
Oh,
Was it?
Jacob?
Jacob?
dropped a song with Bukauya.
Oh, okay, that's
their
what it was.
outro,
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Eternamente.
Yeah.
And then Bad Bunny, when they were at the Grammys, he's like,
That's
fuck.
what it was.
He's like, he was telling me, he's like, oh, like, when you gonna drop your thing? And he's like, oh, I'm dropping it, whatever. And then I have like these artists. And then he said Bukawiya. And Bad Bunny's like, fuck, like I wanted to do Bukawiya.
Yeah,
And then, but yeah.
That's
It-
crazy. Nah, Bad Bunny be having people move their dates and shit.
Legit. Like, yo, if you dropping like within 2 weeks, bro, move it. Like,
Move it. Move
you're
that
not going to
shit.
get
yeah,
any.
true. Yeah. Oh, you meant like other artists dropping their projects?
Yeah,
as well,
yeah. Like, if you're dropping an album the same,
look at
Bro.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow dropped the same day. And his numbers like tanked.
Didn't it completely.
Not tanked, but like
It didn't
compared
do
to
what
what
projected though.
it could have done.
Yeah, facts.
Because everyone was, even Drake that dropped like a month after.
Yeah.
People were like, nah, I'm still listening on to this shit.
You know, I want to talk about that too because we were talking about like the EDM and like dancing beat. Like Drake's new album basically is that.
Yeah.
So like, do you feel like that's what the new wave is now? Like, do you think that's where it's going?
I feel like it's the vibe of the summer. I feel like it's the vibe of this year. I don't think it's gonna be.
It's not like a
When he
long
said it
lasting
though,
sound.
he said it though. He's like, yo, you don't have to catch on now, but
Yeah,
eventually.
he said that. So I was like, cause
That's how you know.
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
big,
bro,
like,
like-
cause look, Bad Bunny and Drake, the two big dog, like Drake's big dog in English, Bad Bunny's
the
basically
two biggest artists.
Yeah.
The two big, maybe in the world.
Yeah, maybe, and Bad Bunny has a couple, cause not his whole album isn't like that, but like a lot of his songs and a lot more people are doing it. So you think that's like the route people are gonna? Like, you think it's a long lasting sound, or is it like the rest of these sounds that within a couple months it's it's something different?
Nah, I think that Drake is just big enough to open a certain doors. I thought that he's like I think about Farruko
Okay.
when
That's a good point.
Yeah.
because
I feel it.
Farruko for example, for a second there, he kind of was a main figure that was not underground that supported trap like super hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he did like a full album and he got like I guess certain like looks and all of that. It was too early,
Right.
you know? And yeah, it's just I feel something that visionary people do, especially when they have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like Drake is just
You're too big to fail.
bruh, it's how many years, how many songs. Like right now that album is just pretty alternative. I really like it. The song that sticks to my head and just because of like social media is Calling My Name. Your
Yeah.
pussy
Is
Yeah,
calling
Oh
my
my god, bro.
But it's like, bro, like the
It
thing
just-
is, also it's like it matters where you listen to it because it's like you're not like if you're in a how I describe it, right? For example, with Bad Bunny's album, it's made for like un día de playa, bro. Like it's made for like, and it's out. The album is structured to go like along un día de playa.
Mm.
It starts off hype, like when you get to the beach, you're excited, whatever.
And it-
Después estás en alta, and then like as the day goes on, like you get more chill.
Facts.
And the album it follows that like
it does that. It
flows.
does that.
Yeah.
and it's the same with the Drake thing. It's like it has songs where it's just like you're just vibing, like you're just
Mellow.
like chilling, and it's like it's meant for the summer.
The summer vibe.
I honestly listen to every single track once and once only.
Yeah,
But I want to go back, except for that Calling My Name one because like people were just playing it and then that shit just got stuck in my.
dude. For me, the one that got like that I started listening to more because I'm the same way. Like the first time I listen to an album, I dedicate time to listen to the whole thing, one like off like song by song one time, and then I'll kind of like if a song says something or like something that catches my attention, I'll keep
Save
a
it.
note of it or I'll save it,
Yeah.
and then whatever I'll listen to those again, but then I go back to the ones that and see if like a second time like if it gets me. A song that did it to me was Sticky. Because like the beat on Sticky is like I don't know, it's like
With Drake's album?
yeah.
Mhm.
It's like I don't know. Like, and his flow on it, I really like it. And the first time I listened to it, it didn't really do anything for me. But it's like you need that's the thing with albums, I feel like is you gotta listen to them like
Multiple times.
multiple
yeah.
times to really
Same. That's how I felt about Bad Bunny. At first, it was dope. I was like, yo, this is a good album, but it took me, a couple listens to be like, oh, I actually really fuck with this song. You know what I mean? Like,
It take me a bit too.
yeah. I guess you just get used to the
that's
song.
with everybody, bro. Because it's like
I haven't even listened to a Drake album. I haven't really wanted to be honest. Like,
I listen to it, but it's like I said, it depends where.
yeah.
Like it
It's really
depends.
been one song only. What's the one with 21? What's the that's the biggest song on the
yeah,
album, right?
Literally last one.
The last one is and it's different. It's different from the rest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's like his go-to. That's like Drake and go-to like 21.
It's super fire. Though.
Yeah, no, Drake and 21 is like J. Cole and Bad Bunny. Like they don't miss. Like it's like every time they get on a song together, it's like
Stop it, bro.
It's like-
What do you call the feature king, bro? Because
Yeah.
all his best songs are he's just featured on them.
Sensual Baby was good.
True, but like
It went platinum.
What did?
Sensual Baby from Jay Cortez. That was good.
J Cole, bro.
Jacob.
This is the
Jacob,
new
my bad,
name.
yo.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nah, but I don't know. His features are ridiculous. Everything he's featured on, like my favorite song on the Bad Bunny album is Taro
Yeah.
with him, and then
Bro,
like,
you know, that's one of the songs that took me the longest to
To
like.
get
oh yeah,
Yeah, bro, and it's my boy Julio kept on saying like, bro, that shit is fire.
That
Like,
shit
Yeah.
fire. It is.
and
but how come though? It just
I didn't like it. I thought it was weak. And
I mean, no, it's
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
It's honest though.
yeah,
but I like Jay Cortez flows. Like
Yeah.
this guy got flows. Like this guy can do hooks.
Yeah.
yeah.
I really
He's
like him.
something,
There was a stage. See, I really like Jay Cortez. There was a stage of my life where I was only listening to this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was right before La que no iban a salir y todo
Mhm.
eso. He had dropped a couple albums, and I was like, damn, this guy's fire. He actually started doing something else. He didn't start doing urban music like that.
Yeah, he was like
Oh.
R&B.
He did like a commercial. Like
yeah,
he was in a
like
group.
Yeah,
he was in a group.
He was in a
Oh, I
group
didn't know
before, but he like
some romantic shit.
yeah.
Big Time Rush type shit.
Yeah, yeah. No, for real.
But I
Straight
mean,
up.
wasn't that like the thing back then? That was like. that
He's
was
a
like the-
writer,
Also, he was a writer, so
Yeah.
like since like a jit, like he was.
and that's what happens. Like I feel like his main thing is the fact that not only does he make his own thing, but I feel like he has a certain style for reggaeton that himself that he like set it as a trend, and then like even I feel like even he has co-written with Bad Bunny, so I can see that I can
You
hear
know
that.
when it's like
Yeah.
a song that he like
Yeah.
he influenced.
Oh, I can think of one. Off
No,
the top of
but I'm
my
saying
head.
like
you can tell
You
when
can-
he's
you
when
can
he's
tell when
on the
it's
track.
like-
Yeah,
Of course.
like Memorias with Mora. Like he's
He put his
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
thoughts into it. Igor, have you written? I'm sorry. Have you written for any other artists? Like since you like to write and like.
I have actually. I wrote one song for my friend, Mosca,
Okay.
okay,
in this collab with another friend called Doble Nueve.
okay.
And Mosca's verse, we were in the studio and he was like, bro, I can't come up with shit right now. And I'm like, yo, it's cool. Like I was writing my own verse, but I keep like, like a bunch of scraps,
Right.
and I just handed him a whole verse that I had from.
The reason I
Wow.
brought that up is because I saw an interview with Eladio.
Mhm.
Eladio used to write before for Cocuyela and all these big time artists, and it says like when he would write the song, they wouldn't like express it how he would come like from his point of view. You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Yeah, that's also something like I feel like if you write for somebody else, you gotta like write it as them because it's not gonna come out how you like
Yeah.
think about it. It's like it's gonna come out how they say it.
yeah, true.
It's super interesting, bro. When it comes to that, there's está el talento. There's the talent of the writer, and then the talent of the interpreter.
Mhm.
And most likely, the interpreter will switch it. And the reason why is because if not, then the writer will be the singer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A lot of things that I've seen though is, that you write the song, but rather than rather than give them which is what I think is most effective. Rather than give them the written thing or like the paper or whatever, you record yourself in a reference how you would do it
Mhm.
and give that to the artist, and then the
Ooh,
artist
that's
learns
smart.
that. Because when you learn a song, you can still give it your own twist, but if you learn it how it is, then it will come out like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. That's smart.
Yeah,
What-
that's
what-
the best one.
What's what's been one of your favorite songs in this project to write or to like that maybe you've grown the most love for in this
in this
project.
album, bro, in this project, I really liked a song that's out already, as a single, the same strategy. It's called Besos Sencillos.
Mm-hmm.
That song, it's a feature with my friend Ale TCA, and I really enjoy the process of that one, cause it's like a lo-fi song. It's like a lo-fi pop song, and it's super simple, but then it's also like I make reference to back in the day poetry from Jose Marti,
Okay.
a Cuban
Poet.
poet and activist for Cuban freedom
Mm-hmm.
back in the days. And yeah, I really liked it because I did the song, I recorded it at the crib, and I took it to Ale, and he wrote that shit like right there, boom, and then we started recording it. And what that song is crazy because, so this happens talking about references and all that. It happens that you fall in love with the reference, and then the biggest fear is for the official song not to come out like the reference, because you like the reference so much. But with this one, it happened. I think that I like it. We performed it live yesterday. We perform it live a whole lot because we really enjoy it, like singing it.
Yeah.
Super cool. Besos sencillos. Yeah.
How many times have you performed live?
I lost count, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yo.
like 2 years. It's 2 years. I lost count of like official shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I get invited to or whatnot, but also I really try to do the footwork, meaning that like whether I announce it or not, I'm most likely performing every week.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Exposure, man. That's a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's
Yeah,
the
true.
footwork, bro. It's pulling up unannounced. Make sure. I mean, not make sure. If somebody knows you, I guess
Yeah.
están ahí. Pero I really try to perform in front of people that don't know me.
Bro, si están nota like the day before and you perform, like with your voice. Don't you wake up like some days like your voice is not there?
So especially after shows,
Okay.
but that's because we rehearse and like I really care. So when the show comes, even though I'm excited and I'm like, it comes out good, I still got tension and nerve, which I have learned to identify as not nerve but excitement, which is still nerve, but
Yeah.
excitement just sounds better. And it's really what it is,
Right.
Like when you're like nervous, like super nervous, that just means that uncertainty and that you don't know how it's gonna play out. I feel like now I know how it's gonna play out, so I'm just excited. And I'm
Right.
just excited that it plays out how it usually does.
Nice. Alright.
And so where I was going with that was, post show, I experienced like post show, I guess, anxiety or
PTSD.
something. Like,
Okay.
for example, like on the days that I perform, I eat very lightly. I try to like
Okay.
do smoothies. I try to do
Makes
a
sense.
lot of hydration, but
Right.
not a heavy meal, especially not before,
Yeah.
because my nerves get my stomach, bro. They're being
Yeah. No, I figured that. I know you.
But that happened. That used to happen to me with sports.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
As
and
an
so as an athlete. But as an athlete, you do gotta have a nice meal. You just gotta do it like,
With time, like
with time before.
balance
You
in
just
the
gotta
day.
make sure that you're like good to go and like lean as a
Mhm.
body. You know what I'm saying? With performing, that's what happens. That when I finish, it's when I'm like, okay, I finished.
Right.
Boom, bajón. Give me the smoke, give me the food,
Yeah.
give me the drink, give me everything right now. Like you see me hitting like I don't even smoke cigarettes.
Give me something.
Something, bro. I need to puff something right now. But it's that I feel like post show, I feel like that, and then of course in celebration you go out, you stay at the
Drink.
venue
Yeah.
or whatever, and then the next day I'm like, today is the next day, but
Yeah.
So what's the intent behind performing in front of people that don't know you? Like for the people like basically
Um,
watching.
bro, I'm not. The intent is that I'm not famous. I'm just trying to get known.
You're just trying to get out
Yeah, get known. Instagram is not enough, and
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Do you post on TikTok too? Stuff like that?
I try.
All right.
TikTok
Yeah.
is a different monster.
Facts,
is,
yeah.
bro.
But I really try. I have the app. I have the app for sure, and I try to somehow provide a different content.
Mhm.
So I'm really experimenting. I don't know where I want to go with TikTok yet, but it's there, and it's gonna be used.
Bro, I give you a
Yeah.
lot of props, bro. You put your work out there. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
consistent.
Like
so.
it's like it's a hustle, bro. Like
Yeah.
anybody who's gonna be a creator of anything, like, bro, you gotta hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
You
it's
gotta
like,
be out there, bro.
You gotta use everything you have to like.
And he's been
Sure.
doing this
And
for
like-
a while too. So
Like you said before, like there's really no blueprint. So like
No.
you don't like the way
Well,
you're doing it. Like it
Work
could
for
be
some,
yeah,
yeah, will work for somebody. It might not work for you. So you
Exactly.
gotta
True.
find
So
your
you
own.
gotta
You
do
gotta
your own
find your
thing.
own way.
Yeah, I definitely got friends that are going about things a different way.
Yeah.
And maybe it works for them, you know. But in my opinion, back to your question, um, I think it's important to do that, to pull up in person, because it's not the same, bro. Our attention span is getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
Super.
So yeah, so it's hard for you to see something. Like, I'm obviously advertising, you know what I'm saying? So off the bat, like, if you haven't created a certain name already, to the people that don't know me, to the people that know me, I guess they're like interested. But if you haven't created that name already, like, I ain't trying to like really sell it to you.
Yeah.
I'd rather just show you.
Yeah.
Right.
And the only way that I can show you and have your undivided attention is in the present. Like, you
person.
are listening to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can explain to you the amount of times that I've performed and that I have noticed somebody that was doing something completely different, just like, boom, just be there the
Have your
whole
attention.
time.
Yeah.
I like that, bro, because that's super. It's ballsy because, you know, if you can like make a fan of that person, like people that didn't know who you were, or like maybe they're not even used to listening to the type of music you do, and then you make them a fan in that person. It's just like we say it all the time, like quality over quantity. Like you build like a real, like an actual fan, like liking you, because they're like, damn, this guy just no one knows who he is.
It's
But
not the
like,
same. Like, it's not the same. Like, for example, you put something on Instagram,
yeah,
and somebody might like it, but they don't have an experience with you. Like, they don't have
Yeah, they don't have that personal connection.
exactly.
And it like we're talking about it like music wise, but this
with
is how it
everything.
really happens with
For
everything.
daily basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their life.
To give you an example, like right now I'm interning at an agency, and the head of this agency, he's like this, like pretty much like an advertising guru, bro. Like he's a divo, like when it comes to that shit. And his main blueprint and how he's built all these companies is like, you gotta advertise through experiences. So he's like, every campaign that we do, it's like there's an experience tied to it, because that's what at the end of the day, like
people relate.
people relate. And he gives an example, right, where it's like he calls it like the Build a Bear model, like, you know, Build a Bear, like that little like the
Yeah.
shop.
Mhm.
He goes, you know why they keep like making money is because those kids, they have a connection to that like stuffed bear.
Yeah.
He goes, they made that bear. He goes, they bought the clothes for it. They went through that process like together,
Exactly.
and that's why like their fucking parents will spend $100 on that bear.
I feel like
And
that's
it's like
to translate that to like music and artists, like
it's like you have to create that experience
Exactly,
for
like-
like
and making it for the fan too. Cause me, like, I always feel special, like knowing that I found like a art. I'm like, I was listening to this guy when no one else was listening to, and then they blow up.
and you're proud of that.
And you're proud of that, and then you just like you'll just forever be a loyal fan. You know what I mean? So it's like doing what you're doing. You're kind of in a sense building
the
that
same.
in person. Like, yes, social media runs everything. Like, you know, you have to be on social media. Like,
course.
it's just
but
the
who
way of the
they're
world.
following the human.
Exactly, and you're
'cause
building
they,
that connection.
They met the human.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If I get off stage, bro, and I pull up and I talk to you and I'm like, yo, and you're like, yo, that shit was fire, and I'm like, yo, thank you, la la la. And I you know, I like to talk to people, bro.
Mhm.
That's what I do. I'm a communicator. I just
Right.
so yeah, the human connection, and I feel like especially after COVID and shit. I mean, we're 2 years after, but still, like, I feel like live music is powerful as heck.
Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
We
because-
realize that, like, not just live music, but live
Live anything.
anything.
Like
it's super
events.
needed. Yeah,
Live
it's
like
you need that.
You make like, especially like with live events, right? Like, you plan your day around it. Like,
Mhm.
if, for example, if you have kids, you plan a babysitter to visit, like, and you go to this to be fully immersed into this. With events, is like that's the most important. Like, I feel like that's the best advertising you could have. It's like
Mhm.
you have somebody, like you said, you have someone's attention, like one-on-one for however 15, 10 minutes, whatever. But for those 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they're yours.
Yeah,
like
you're yours.
they're engaged.
Yeah,
Think
bro,
about it
there's a
like
light on you.
he's kind of doing like the like the way comedians do. Like, they do multiple spots in like a night, like every week, just
Yeah.
hitting different clubs and stuff like that. He's kind of doing the same way, like just different venues.
Into that one person
You know,
season.
no matter how big or small, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
he's building.
Yeah.
you know.
And now that you say comedians, that sparked something on me, which is practice.
Yeah.
You know, when
that's true.
you perform in front of people that you don't know. So, for example, for me, it's crucial to rehearse, yeah, but it's also crucial to perform. Like, put yourself like out there
Mhm.
before an actual show,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like that just loosens you up so much. Like,
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
so the thing that I was telling you guys about nerves and I guess like certain anxiety before the show,
Right.
it gets better first if you rehearse, because if you rehearse, you're gonna do good, bro.
Right.
Mhm.
If you rehearse, you're gonna do better. But rehearsing is not performing. Therefore, you need to kind of like rehearse
How you're gonna
performance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the way that you do that is, say you have a big show tomorrow, try to, not tomorrow, but a big show. Today is Sunday. A big show on Wednesday. Try to perform today or Monday. You can pull up to an open mic where people don't know you, and in reality, you're not even announcing yourself. You're just practicing your material
Mhm.
and how you address a real crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same. Even if you rehearse, even if you stand and you rehearse your speech and what you want to say before a song and all of that, it's not the same. Like, when you actually do it, I try to pull up to an open mic or something before I have a show, just so I can get
The
real
stage
nice
presence,
with
yeah,
it,
yeah,
bro. I don't know. I feel like that helps. That
Right.
No,
really
for
helps.
sure. Because like how you said, like the whole reason why you have the anxiety is you're uncertain on how people are gonna react to it. So doing like basically the open mic night is like you kind of like get a gist of like what works for you and what doesn't.
It's a warm up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
for
that's
sure.
what comedians do. Comedians
yeah,
try out their jokes and their materials
Before they even put it out.
Mhm.
before they put it out. They do that. They do the same joke in a bunch of different venues.
They try different ways, see what gets
Yeah.
more laughs, see what
There
doesn't.
was there's a comedian. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Andrew Schultz. We've talked about him on the pod a bunch of times, but pretty much what he did one day was, and he made content out of it, because that's another thing he believes in. It's like content is king. Like, you gotta have people. You gotta keep showing your face. People have to know you,
Mhm.
and it's like how you do with the experiences. People also have to know you through, like, they have to see you.
Yeah.
But one thing he did was he did 4 open mics in 4 hours. So what he did was, he obviously lives in New York, so there's a bunch of comedy clubs.
Yeah.
But he did like 15 minutes in 4 different clubs in like for 4 nights. So he did four clubs for 4 nights. Like each day was 4 clubs.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that exposure and that practice,
It's-
like, and he turned that into content.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
just like
yeah.
he didn't even put out what he actually like the full thing.
Mhm.
He used that, and that became content. And it's like a wheel that keeps like putting the momentum.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
super interesting. I feel like so TikTok, what works for me and what appears on my
Analytics.
Yeah.
on my page is it's comedy. Like, I really like stand up comedy. So I get clips of
Mhm.
stand up comedians and they're funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Of course, that like they either went viral or whatever for them to like recommend it to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is super important. Like, you get a clip of you like doing a joke and it getting
And
the
it hits.
laughs, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Same
People's
thing
like,
could be-
damn, that shit is funny.
Same thing can be
Boom.
you on stage.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Boom.
Same thing with the claps or just
Or
just
people
on stage.
vibing on like, you get like literally you performing whatever, and then you cut to like the people just like having a good time, and people are like, oh, like he puts on a good show,
Mm-hmm.
and then so that resonates to them. Like it creates like a bond that they didn't even know, like a connection they didn't even like really think about.
That's
It's just like, oh,
100.
he puts a good show on, and it's like those kind of things. I feel like they help you out in the long run.
They do for sure.
But bro, honestly, we can go on forever, but bro, we want to thank you for coming on, bro. Like,
Facts.
if you want to
Sure.
obviously talk about your album, talk about to the people, like, you know, what you're most excited about, and
Nah, thank you guys for having me here, bro.
course,
This
always,
shit is
bro.
fire.
You didn't have to come on a Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I
For
said
sure.
that I was gonna do my first interview for my next project with you guys, and then it
We
took long
appreciate
as
it, bro.
heck. Like, our last interview, first and
I think it
last.
was like a year ago.
It was probably like a year ago.
about
Yeah.
a year ago.
I think so.
I remember I was inviting you guys to this one event
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna happen again this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
What's it called? The
It's
one-
called
where's it
One
at?
Time Expo.
One Time Expo.
One Time
Oh, okay.
Expo, and the way we're doing it is I'm gonna drop the album on the 2nd.
Okay.
One Time Expo is happening on the 10th,
Okay.
September 10th, and then I'm gonna have my first. I'm gonna perform there,
Mhm.
but
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna have my first full album performance on the 16th.
Okay.
Whoa.
September the
we'll
16th.
definitely post it on the
sure.
page for everybody
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
And shit, you know, you might fucking catch us there.
yeah, no, pull
So,
up. Pull up.
sure.
It's gonna be free admission. It's gonna be donation based. And it's
Okay.
gonna be nice, bro. I'm gonna put up
Oh,
a
nice.
fat show right there. It's gonna be at a place
Show.
called the Creative Yard,
Okay.
and yeah, they got it going on.
For those in where's that at? For those people in Miami.
Oh, I don't know the address, bro.
No, no worries. Hey,
You search it out on Google.
stay tuned.
Yeah, it's like
We'll drop it below.
It's
Yeah,
like
we'll drop it.
somewhere in like 22nd Northwest, and
Is it what is in what area?
Come on, I have no idea, bro.
Doesn't matter.
Fuck it.
It's
Fuck
okay.
whatever.
We'll
Just
figure it
go.
out.
Just go.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking up.
Nah, you
Tranquilo,
get
bro.
Look up the Creative Yard. But that's that, and yeah, man, this album, there's been a lot of work behind it, a lot of thought behind it. It's definitely my best album, and it's due to consistency when it comes to everything, pretty much, right? So I produced, me and my team, we produced this album at Rico's house. Rico is the producer, Rishi and Boy. And he created the tracks for about 6 of the songs. But we recorded everything at his crib. He mixed and mastered everything at his crib. So it's consistent.
Right.
It's our best work when it comes to that. When it comes to, the quality of the sound, throughout the whole album, where you
Right.
don't have to all the songs are like in the same level, same
Right.
same
Like just
bucks.
recording it in the same place is just like because when you go to different places, it's like the sound
It
changes.
varies.
Yeah.
Mm.
People work different,
Right.
so you
That sounds
definitely
good.
you definitely don't want to go from song to song, and
Right.
the one just blows your ears and your
Yeah.
speakers. It's like
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
You
didn't
can
think
listen
about
to
that.
yeah.
you can
That's
listen
like
to
the little
whole
things that
thing.
like
Yeah,
that
bro.
matter.
Yeah, especially in a live performance.
The
sometimes.
devil's in the details.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
So yeah, bro. Even like keep like I uploaded this album and I had to like download it because we listened to some shit to like upload it because we listened to something that we wanted to fix, and so we went
Nice.
ahead and did it, which just sucks because you gotta like input a
Yeah.
bunch of data and all of that.
I feel it.
But yeah, it's very alternative. I feel like after this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot more of conceptual things where I'm gonna do smaller, but I guess I'm gonna focus on a certain sound. This one has a little bit of everything. It has a reggaeton feature
Yeah.
with with a girl. It's my first
Female feature.
yeah, female feature. I actually did a feature with Sasha Camille, but it wasn't my song. It was a collab with another artist and producer called Sefu. But I guess it's my first. Yeah, and it's her first reggaeton song. She doesn't do
that's awesome.
reggaeton,
Oh shit. Okay.
which is really good. Another song that I really enjoyed the process of making is Insectos sin incertidumbre.
Okay.
I have a friend, my best friend, one of my best friends, que se llama Rolando Mosca.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's an
I've
artist.
seen him in the
Yeah,
videos.
Yeah, so he's an artist, but in reality, his main thing is it's not music, it's fashion.
Mhm.
Like he's a fashion guru.
Okay.
It's really
I
good.
feel like every group has like one of those
Yeah.
guys.
Bro,
Yeah,
this guy is the guy. you
Yeah.
know, like that's his shit. But yeah, le dicen Rolando Mosca.
Okay.
El Mosca. So es un personaje,
Yeah.
And so we made a song called Insectos.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a
I like
cool thing
that.
to
Yeah,
do.
I
Is like, you nickname somebody like
Bro,
Silvano
listen,
and Mocha.
when you guys
good, bro.
leave here or whatever, listen to the song. It's
For
it's
sure,
so
bro.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like an old school rap,
Okay.
but it's super funny. And then in the intro we have a like a documentary voice talking about insects are practically insects are practically everywhere.
Right.
But it was perfect because what it says is that insects are everywhere, but they choose warm areas to live in. They
Mhm.
like warm areas, and that works for us because I met him in St. Louis, Missouri, and it's definitely not warm in that motherfucker. And then we both moved down to Miami at the same time and all of that. So it literally goes with our whole story.
Yeah.
And then whatever we do a thing, and then we close it off in a funny matter. So I really enjoy that. In an insect matter,
Right.
I'm like, tell him in insect language, and he goes. Zzz. Yeah, you gotta check that out,
For sure.
sure.
Igor, where can they find you, bro?
bro. Egocentrismo, Egocentrism on Instagram, El Igor. Even on Instagram, you can type in El Igor, and
Yeah.
it will pop up. But El Igor, ELIGOR, everywhere. Yeah, stay tuned and subscribe to the shits, bro. It's free.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
it's
sure. That's what
not
I'm
free,
saying.
but if you got it already,
Yeah.
it's come on.
Bro.
Don't cost no extra.
Thanks.
We thank you, bro, and
Yeah, man. Thank you.
to all the
very
listeners,
much.
you know, definitely follow Igor. Definitely follow like this path that he's going on. We'll keep you guys updated on where you guys can catch him.
At Domino's Tables podcast. Appreciate you guys, bro.
Thank you
All right,
guys,
bro.
and we'll see you guys next time.